Good morning, everybody.
Sister.
Today is August 6, 2024. The time is 9 a.m. This is the Health Committee. Roll call.
Ducat,
Yes.
Geiger,
Yeah.
Hughes,
Yes.
Whitlow,
Here.
Parkinson, yeah.
Somebody approve the agenda. Second. We got Jed and we got Steve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Passes. We go into claims.
I have a question about buying, was that a good time for that or
It
not?
would, but he's not here. So
Which
I don't
didn't
think-
have an answer.
I don't know, Joe. We asked you to.
Should we be concerned that looks like the department head salary is year to date over what the budget is for the year?
For,
I'm sorry, this would be the 810 public health, 940 environmental health, and then line item 50110
okay, so you're looking at environmental.
of the county health side. Probably lights on over there. Yeah, I usually had a good for it.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. No, but I will look into that.
Also, then if you're looking into it, the dues on 810, 910 were budgeted at $3,200 and they're over $8,000 now. I didn't know what.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have my laptop today, or else I could give you answers on that one, but I'll look at that.
Just, yeah, we just, I guess we're getting in the budget season and it'd be nice to understand.
All right, so we'll go on the budget. One more thing I'm gonna have is Eric's not here again, so I gotta ask him the question of, did he get a raise last night? At the Board of Health meeting, it was 30 minutes into the meeting, they split for about 2.5 hours into executive session. And then they came back out and they quickly changed some things in the budget, and somebody's getting $100,000 now a year. And he said department head, and I wanna know if the person we're terming just got a raise. I think the county board needs to know that. Should. I know we don't proceed with health, but I'd like to know what's going on. I was asked not to be in that meeting again. All right. So go ahead if you want to.
I'll make a motion for the claims.
First, second. Any further discussion? Any questions? If we need anything to catch you up to date, speak to us. We want to work with you. Because it's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
All right, if we're all ready, we'll do a roll call.
Ducat,
Yes.
Geiger,
Yeah.
Hughes,
Yes.
Whitlow.
Yes.
Parkinson, yes.
All right, we'll go next into public comments. Does anybody have any public comments this morning? All right, we'll move into animal control. Jill, please.
All right, the total deposit was $5,515. We will be sending out notifications again, so that may see an increase in either next month or the following month. We have 10 cases currently open, 2 bite reports, and I have 4 cats and 7 dogs waiting placement. 3 of those dogs are under vet care, so I'm gonna have them longer than, I'll probably have them 2 weeks at least. Officers closed 31 cases last month. There were 4 dogs running loose, 5 bite reports, 3 injured, 4 dogs placed, 1 dump dog, 4 well checks. We actually had 3 animals where the owner was hospitalized, but they're back with their owners, so that's good. We had 1 nuisance call, 1 aggressive dog, 3 police assist, 1 cat stuck in a wall, and a negative bat.
Thank you, Jill. Any questions for Jill? Jill, we never say it enough, but thank your animal control officers for what they do. All right, moving on to the public health department. Ladies, I see you here today. I'd love to hear you present. Come on up.
Complicated for you.
You bet.
Those of you who don't know, I'm Rachel, I'm the director of nursing. So I'm just gonna go over our numbers, I think that's what normally we do. So she just did her animal bites, apparently I'm missing one report too, because I only had 4.
For bites?
Yeah, I had 2 cats, 2 dogs, and 2 bats that tested negative. We had 3 cases of Campylobacter, no known cause, that's usually from animals, feces, that's how people get that usually. Chlamydia cases were 5, which is not unusual. The COVID is not reportable anymore, but we did have 1 ICU admit, so the ICU admits are still being reported to us, so we had one of those. And he did end up, he's deceased, but multiple issues, not just COVID. We had a cryptosporidiosis, that case that is pretty uncommon, but that individual had swum at a lake down south somewhere, and I'm pretty sure that he picked it up in the lake, not from up here. And we had 1 case, Haemophilus influenza. We didn't have any cases of that this time. Histoplasmosis, we had 2 cases. No known cause for those either, not related to each other. We had 1 person get the rabies prophylactic, and that was a cat bite, and he didn't finish. He got his first injection and didn't finish the rest of the series. And it wouldn't have been recommended by the Department of Public Health anyway. It was just the provider down at Carl's who could have common sense to do it. We had 1 case of salmonella, no known cause. 1 case of E. coli. And 1 case of West Nile that ended up not being a case because he had to test positive for both the IgG and IgM. He was positive for IgG, which meant that he had it sometime probably in the past. So it did pop up on our system. Vaccines are picking up. We had a lot more vaccines last month. School vaccines are picking up.
You can rank up the school.
Yeah, we got bird full this week. I mean, August and September are always really full, so we definitely got full this week and full next week for school vaccines.
You look setting up for eye exams at the school.
Alyssa starts her vision and hearing screenings usually this first week in September. She did preschool vision and hearing this past week. Did 3 days of that. And we actually have 2 off-site clinics coming up to do school vaccines at Airport West. We have 1 tomorrow night. We have 1 next Monday too, so we're going to see how that goes. We seem to get some good turnout of those.
In the past, the committee has received.
Yep, I'm gonna ask you. Yeah, I said the same thing. Next time you just come, just get you read copies for all of us. Yeah, could you actually leave that with us so we could, if that'd be okay?
Yes.
Not the challenge, it's just on the thing.
Right, yeah. I'm doing this too. You guys gotta give me directions. So, yeah, I mean, I can go make copies now if you need to make you copies. But this was given to us by Tyler, so.
No, as long as we can have one for Anna Detail, so.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Catherine, do you want to see the one?
Yeah, I'd like that copy.
We'll get you a copy.
Go ahead, take a look at it and look at a few
And
things.
just
later. That's okay. Let's order.
So I'm Bethany DeWitt. I think I presented a couple times. So I'm the Director of Senior Services. And we've been really busy this month, unusually busy for the summer. We usually see an uptick in the winter, usually short-term stuff, but pretty unusual for the summer. We see this kind of an uptick, but we have been pretty busy. So we've done 20, just this last month, we did 20 annuals. We did 9 new initials, 9 nursing home pre-screens. The number's not right there. As far as our total number of clients, we have 183 per her. I do know it is more than that. So year to date, this year, we've done 233 annual needs-based reassessments, 57 new people already this year on the program, and 70 pre-screened. So it just really highlights in Iroquois County, there is a great need for our services. Just overall, and services we don't have, more access to food, more access to transportation is greatly affecting our seniors. Issues at the Medicaid office in Kankakee is greatly affecting our seniors. We get calls regularly about their Medicaid, their spend downs. I think they're pretty understaffed, but that's something we see a lot of. they're cut off their Medicaid or their spend down hasn't been met. And if they're on our program, that should go towards their cost of spend down. So we're spending a lot of time right now, which we shouldn't, we don't get paid for, we don't make any money, problem solving people's Medicaid when they can get to the office. Do you guys have any questions for me as far as senior services?
I think we're good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
I'm Kate, I'm the Director of Environmental Health. Most of our numbers this month are pretty standard. Temporary permits issued, we had 34, which is higher than usual. That's because we had the county fair and Clifton Fun Days. We did have 6 food complaints, which was higher than average, but all of them have been addressed, taken care of. Mosquito samples, we had 1,012,000 this month, and that was compared to 32 last month, but that is because one of our traps is broken, a branch fell on it, and we do not have an extra man to replace it. Birds, we still don't have any dead birds submitted, so keep an eye on it, you guys. If you see any dead birds that look like they've died of mysterious causes and haven't decayed at all, we'll send them in to be tested for West Nile. Tobacco compliant inspections, that number is high, but that's because we just included like all the temporary food inspections we did with them. So we did every vendor at the fair twice, which adds a lot, and then the Clifton Fun Days that added quite a bit. We distributed 14 radon test kits at the fair, so that's up quite a bit from our other numbers. And we did 2 initial lead inspections, and both of those were in Zika. That's just a bit of questions.
The food issues, were they specific complaints for more than one at a particular eatery?
No, they were all different except 2 of them were at the Gilman McDonald's. Some of the long fingernails we like to address. The others were just different locations.
Those hot dogs.
Yeah. I gotta keep moving, otherwise I'll find.
Thank you so much.
Hot dog cups.
Anything else, ladies? Oh, that's Scott.
No, wait.
I'll let you slide.
Scott Anderson, along with being your EMA coordinator, I'm also the emergency, or the public health emergency preparedness director. My role is basically to help train and deal with what could be variables within the health department staff, help them with what could be, same along the lines of EMA, I do for the staff at the health department. Only report I can have is right now, my fiscal year, along with my 5-year cycle has just ended. So I was completely current on all of the deliverables that were required for the end of my grant. All of my trainings were complete. I had only one portion of that 4 years were from my predecessor. I had to finish everything up within that last year. That was quite a bit that was needed to be done. It's done. So I'm waiting for my next cycle to start. So I'm kind of at the wall right now. I'm not familiar with any part of my budget, never given any ideas other than what I can see that's public, and so I can't take you down the paths like that. So how anything was issued through the grant. My department is 100% grant funded, so I had control over that. So
Going forward, the
I,
plan is
I would be more than happy
fantastic.
to do what I need to do. So working with whatever new director comes in or administrator comes in, absolutely. Picked it up over the last year and ran with it. So, from it.
I have a question for the whole room, is that we were involved with a 5-year study that was being,
DI plan?
I plan.
yeah, is that still moving forward to the best of our knowledge?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
believe
Senator,
Tyler has done a
Yeah.
great deal of
I'm
work.
sorry?
Tyler, his administrative
Okay,
assistant,
right,
was
okay.
worried Eric wasn't gonna do it, so
Okay.
he worked on it on his own time and developed a great plan.
Okay,
I stepped up within the group to offer to lead that because I'm in a lull right now.
Mhm.
And then once I figured out after talking to Tyler that he's the one that's been doing 99% of the work up to this point, he
Right.
basically says, hey, we're here to support you now. So I meet with him as often as I can to see where we're at. He's done an amazing job. Tyler has just really pushed that forward. So as far as I know, we asked for the
I
extension.
think the extension was approved.
Okay, we did ask for another 6-month extension just in case we had a date that was coming up, September 8th.
September 8th and 9th.
8th or 9th was the deadline of the first extension that was requested back in February that really nobody knew too much about.
No.
Nobody was ever given the dates.
Yeah.
Well,
He asked, he wouldn't tell
he
us.
wouldn't tell us.
Yeah.
So, but we've extended that now just to make sure and based on,
So do you have that email? Where is that email? Email.
Tyler doesn't remember that it was.
Please have that brought to the next meeting so we can see that it's being done. That's a problem that we have in the past, but I'm not seeing going in the
I mean,
future.
I have copies of the email that said our first deadline was September 8th.
I just want verification so we're covered going forward.
Well, technically, the first deadline was March, but he had already filed for one extension before he ever started working on it. Before the committees had even met, it was already supposed to be done.
I was saying the Board of Health last night, one of the things that Tyler said before I went into executive session was he refused to go any further from where he's at right now unless he's paid more. Just let everybody know that.
It's understandable. He's done a lot of work. He definitely
That was
deserves it.
not, he was not supposed to have to do.
Right, that's what he said last night, he says, I was not supposed to do this.
He did it on his own time because he was worried his boss wasn't gonna do it at all.
Thank you.
I'll continue to meet with them the next time around, I'll give you that deal.
Thank you so much.
We didn't know what happened.
So the outline's done, but he's gonna put the numbers together that we said last night before the board meeting. And then like executive session. They came out, it's up to you things about. Any other questions for the public health department?
Thank you.
All right, any old business? Any new business? Need a motion? Okay, so he's got the first. He's got the second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Adjourned at 9:19